Hello everybody, so Sailor bought more Bitcoin. This is my slide from yesterday. Yesterday I had said, if he used common ATM and yet we see that the stock bounced this hard like it did and he was using common ATM, that would have been super bullish. That's what I said yesterday. So we got the news this morning, and guess what? He used the common ATM. Actually, 80% of that $100 million buy, 80% of that buy was due to the ATM. So if I am consistent with myself, I should find this super bullish. So in a nutshell, yes, but the caveat is I don't think he used the ATM enough, right? He only did about a little more than $80 million worth of ATM. So it's kind of a middle of the road approach to the ATM right there. I wish he had gone harder with the ATM and just issued more shares, but I think it's taking a middle of the road approach. The fact that he still ATM'd $80 million and the stock clearly outperformed Bitcoin last week. That fact, in my view, is bullish. It's bullish. It's quite bullish. And if we look at the stock price today, and by the way, this is a screenshot. I know people in the comment section always tell me strategy always underperforms. This is a screenshot as of a few minutes ago, right? And what do we see on this screenshot? Well, strategy is down 1.77%, while Bitcoin itself, same trading hours, is down 1.93%. So that outperformance seems to continue right now at the open, especially in the face of such a brutal market manipulation overnight. As always, if you live in the US, you go to bed on a Sunday night and it starts crashing, and then you wake up and you're like, 5% of your Bitcoin disappear or something like that, 2.5%. Very annoying, but it is a pattern. It's always like that on Sunday nights and Monday morning, and then we take maybe 2 days to recover. Anyways, that's the pattern I'm noticing. I'm not worried at all. I think strategy is holding up pretty darn well. And today we had an amazing news, which, people are going to start to cover, but this to me is proof, quote unquote proof, that you can't just trade at a negative mNAV for very long. You just can't do that. And this is true for a lot of the other treasury companies, like the smaller ones. Semler was trading at a 0.83 mNAV for the longest time, for quite a bit of time. And they just got acquired. They got acquired by ASST, Strive. They got acquired. The stock Semler is up and Strive is down. And of course, they got acquired at a 210% premium. That's because they were trading so low compared to their Bitcoin bag. And also, when you want to acquire this much Bitcoin, sometimes you have to pay a premium. It's called the acquisition premium. That's what you have to do with public companies. So watch out, Mara. Because Mara, you might be next if the mNAV doesn't bounce back on Mara. And that's been my theory for a long time, which is why I think, going back to strategy, I think at a 1.5 mNAV, the drop is limited. I think it's going to be limited because, in my view, we are done with the era where these companies trade below mNAV or well below mNAV. So the Semler news is actually bullish for mNAV as a whole and for the sector as a whole, and especially for the smaller treasury companies. The bounce is coming back. The stock is coming back. Strategy is coming back, and I'm very excited about that. So anyways, this was not investment advice, not financial advice. This is only entertainment. Hoping you were entertained. Please like, please subscribe, follow me on Patreon, follow me on X. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.